it's the things I took for granted was that somebody knew there was a process in place for how to take a student from they're searching for something on the internet to we've got them enrolled in a program. And it wasn't really until I really dug into what is our process, what are the things that we're doing, that I realized we've got a lot. I hope this isn't something that everyone looks at, but honestly, it's been that just really honestly having a conversation with ourselves to say, here are holes that need to be corrected. And one of the things I appreciated the most was, I think through those early videos, comments like, we're just trying to figure out where you're at. We're not trying to fix everything day one. It's just trying to make sure you understand where you're at. And I really appreciated that because it gets overwhelming when you realize how many holes there are. It's just a different way of thinking about your problems, right? I think when we look at transport training was a really good example, and that's the one we're working through. So we knew transport training has been a really productive program for Crowder College the last 6 years. Got us out of some tough spots because it was a really profitable program. I don't think anybody really understood why it was doing well. They just were happy it was doing well. And that was great until February of 2020, and it started not doing well. And we didn't understand why. I mean, we kind of knew. I mean, the students aren't showing up. But working through MVF for me, and I just gave a presentation to our board yesterday, matter of fact, and I use, everything I've done up to this point as a way to show them why we were doing well and what we need to do to make sure that we kind of right the ship. And that felt really good. That was something that I had in my back pocket and was ready to go. And I understood more about what was happening too because of that. So, when we look at a financial report, we see all the things that are happening, what's coming and going, but it all comes back down to the individual that decides to enroll in the program. And if we can convince another 16 students to enroll in the program every month, that pays huge dividends for Crowder College. And now we've got a strategy for getting there, right? Like, that's the exciting part to me. Number one, I love the way you guys have done the videos. They're great. I mean, they really are. And I love the way you've chunked them out in pieces where if you're not just working through it all at once, you can stop. I want to go back and I need to relearn, have that conversation again, and I can find that section and go back. And seriously, just like the one that David had done this morning, I went back and said, all right, gotta look at that again. And I could just go right to it and figure it out. So, I love the video, and they're really well produced, and so it's fun to be part of that, especially now when we've done a lot of virtual work. We've got a lot of poorly produced videos that we are subject to. These are really nice, and I think that's a big plus because it makes you want to keep going. If you've got experience or you're completely new to it, like, there's a lot to get from this program. There's just so much to it, and I think that might be one of the challenges. Is it's almost overwhelming. Like, there's so many great ideas, there's so many things I want to pursue that you can be at any level and you're going to get a lot out of the program. Again, if you've got a problem that you want to solve and you want to apply kind of that thought process to it, here's a tool for you. I think that's super valuable. Is that I'm always looking for a tool to make my job easier. And while this has been a challenging, fun process, it's going to make us better in the long run. So now that we're coming up with some solutions, like some ideas that we're pitching, other people are seeing some success. They want to tag on. So that's why practical nursing fell on our plate. Was, oh, hey, you guys got some strategies for truck driving? Let's do that to practical nursing as well. But I think at the same time, it's not just solving problems for projects that are not going well. Even the things that we're doing well can get better. And that's something that I think that continuous improvement is a cool part of this, is pick a problem, work through it, find the next thing you want to correct, here's strategies for doing that. That's exciting.